Do you ever think about just being like a normal family and not running a marathon?
Not really.
We are heading out for our weekly breakfast business meeting. Oh, some business meetings are harder than others.
Yep.
I don't even know what we got done. But I just called the city and I found out that we can build our thing in the backyard.
Oh, cool.
Here we are, April 2nd. And if we go to May, we can see that less than 5 weeks away, 4.5 weeks away, is the Cincinnati Flying Pig Marathon. This has been a bit of a tradition of ours. I think we've run 5 or 6 of them as a family. Memory, do you want to run the marathon this year?
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about it, but I want to run it.
So you're 12.
Yeah.
Why do you want to run a marathon?
Well, it's really fun. It is really hard, but it's actually really fun. And if I don't, I feel like I'm kind of like left out of like the family doing like a big thing. So
What if we all just don't do it?
I'd still be disappointed.
Oh.
But it is still really hard.
Eden, how do you feel about running the marathon this year? Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like it's fun and it like gives me a goal and something to look forward to.
Do you ever think about just being like a normal family and not running a marathon?
Not really.
Filia, are you wanting to run the marathon this year?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I always run it every year, and yeah.
I know, but isn't it like kind of hard?
Not really.
I mean, don't your legs hurt and stuff when you're running?
A little bit. Like,
I mean, lately we've been running 6 miles and you've been saying you get like a side ache and stuff.
yeah, but I don't know. I still want to run it.
What's your favorite part about the marathon?
I don't know. Well, basically all of it.
Alright. What are you eating? Like, that looks like it's just a cup of chia seeds.
Yeah, I made it because we're playing something.
Oh.
But
Alright.
yeah, my favorite part at the end is because people are like cheering for us. That's my favorite part, I think.
Hey, Dove. Do you want to run the marathon this year?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I love this marathon.
Do you ever think about not running it?
No.
Alright, let's see if Seven's awake. It's 11 o'clock. 7. We'll try him later, I guess. Look who is awake at 1:30. Are you wanting to run the marathon in about 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Do you have to check your watch first or what?
Not really like that, it's just for the looking good.
Are you nervous? Like, you haven't really been running much.
I ran 4 miles on Thursday. and I've been running as much as I can, so.
So are you excited about it, or why do you want to run the marathon?
Want to run it just for tradition-wise, and it's like one of the biggest things our family does during the year, so yeah, I wouldn't want to miss out on it.
Does the thought ever occur to you to just like not do it this year, maybe?
No, not yet. I mean, do it less than when I was 13. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. When I'm 14, I was like...
Was that when you ran your first marathon when you were 13?
No, I was 8 when I ran my first marathon. Oh. Yeah, and then when I was 14.
So...
Happy family over here. Everything's happy.
Today's vlog is about the marathon.
Yeah.
Do you want to run the marathon in 4.5 weeks?
I do and I don't. I do because I think it's a fun goal for our family to have and to do together. And it actually is really fun. It's also really hard, but it's also kind of stressing me out to prepare for it, the running part. And so part of me just wants to be like, never mind, I don't want to do it because I don't want to be stressed out ahead of time.
What stresses you out?
Like, it stresses me out to feel the pressure to run at least 3 days a week and to do longer runs. And if I don't do that, then I know it'll be even harder to do the marathon. I mean, that's the kind of pressure. I think Ben and I have really different personalities, so it's like that bothers me or stresses me, and I'm assuming that doesn't for you.
For me, running is something I want to do anyways.
Same here, but I like doing it for fun and recreation and less for performance-based things. And not that we're trying to get a certain time, but it is, I feel like I can't really bail out on the marathon because that would be really lame and hard.
Cammy, like, always, she doesn't want anything tying her down. She wants to be able to bail on anything.
I want to be a free bird.
So, like, this is less about a marathon and more about just, like...
Yeah. I mean, you could say that about anything, right?
But you're glad when
Hi, baby.
You're done running.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be really nice to be able... I'm trying to register everyone today. So I just want to know who I should register for.
Yeah.
Would you like me to register for you?
Yeah. I'll deal with my own stress my own way. But...
Okay.
What's going on? That's how I feel about life right now.
Alright, here are the options for registering for the race. There is Flying Piglet Kids Run, Diaper Dash Crawl, 250 yards dash, 0 to 9. That one's $10, no. Kids Marathon. Okay, this is deceptive. It sounds like a marathon for kids, but they only run the 26th mile, and they run it completely separate. But that would be nice. What is that? Beer Run? I don't know what that is. 5K? No. 10K? No. Relay? That's where the marathon gets split up 4 ways. That'd be nice. No. Okay, Flying Pig Half Marathon, $110. Wow. Oh, that's the half marathon. The half marathon is $110. Flying Pig Full Marathon is $115. Wow, that's a great deal. It's only $5 more. Let's do it. Okay, here we are 30 minutes later. Grand total. $437.47. It is time to submit order. Click.
You know what?
Click.
Okay.
Thank you. We did it. You have successfully registered. Ooh, I guess we're doing this.
I'm looking through all of our marathon stuff from the last several years. And we have these uniforms that we always wear. But I don't know if everyone has shorts and stuff that fit them. These are Seven's old shorts. You can see he's done more than 2 marathons. And I don't think these are gonna fit him anymore.
Okay, I want to talk about these shorts because I'm pretty impressed with these actually still to this day. When I was in high school, I kind of always wanted to letter like a little bit in a sport, but I never could because I never cared that much, evidently. But these were my high school colors: gold, yellow, and red. So when it came time to running a marathon as a family for the first time, I was like, I'm gonna letter all my kids. So we got these letters with this C for Crawford. And I always thought these little chevrons looked cool. So the idea was that we would put these on a short for every marathon that you ran. But I've actually run 5 or 6 or maybe 7, I can't remember, marathons, and that was too much maintenance, so we didn't keep up with that.
Or maybe you cared so much about lettering that you decided to do it later on in life with your whole family.
And we got these sweet tank tops that are actually like from some like track and cross country like type store.
Hey, Mama, I need to figure out if any of these, because I have to figure out what we have to buy. So if you can try.
I am not super looking forward to this marathon. There's some really fun things about it. Like, I guess what you guys should know about the Cincinnati Flying Pig Marathon is it's like an amazing experience. It's the largest event in our entire city for our entire year. And I've only run one other marathon, and when I did it, it was like super anticlimactic compared to the Cincinnati Flying Pig. So in that way, I'm looking forward to it. But I guess my attitude about marathons, like marathons used to be this like bucket list activity for me, and now it's kind of like just like a why not activity. Like if we're in town, why not run the marathon? And I don't have a good reason to not do it, so I think we just like default to doing it. Now, since we registered today, I want to explain one thing. The Cincinnati Flying Pig has a minimum age requirement of 18 years old. So there's a bit of a story here. I think it was 4 years ago, our family had run the marathon. We saw the age requirement, so we just thought, well, we'll just run it. And I registered because I was allowed to, so I got a number and I paid the money. But the kids didn't register because they weren't allowed to register. So we ran the whole thing and they crossed the finish line. The people gave them medals just because they were like nice and there was like a ton of extra medals. So we're like, oh, that's super cool. But this time, some lady like came afterwards and like took the medals away. And we were like, well, you know, that's okay. Like, we didn't pay for it anyways, and we weren't expecting them. I don't think we deserved them. And the kids, like, made their own medals, actually, when we got home. Anyways, the entire race director of this huge event found out about this. And then she contacted us and came over to our house on this very porch, and she delivered the kids' medals. And then she said, if you ever need help registering, from now on, I'll help you out. And that has been a huge help for us, both financially, because she gives us a discount code that makes it significantly cheaper since we're registering for 7 of us. And she makes it so that there's like an exception made to this 18 and over rule. So the first year we had to have like Filia kind of like screened by a doctor, and we talked to the doctor before the race and after the race. And since then, it's just been super cool. So anyways, thank you to everyone at the Flying Pig that makes this happen. That's how it happens, if you were wondering. And it's so nice today. I can't wait to have a training run finally in nice weather. Hey, aren't we supposed to be running now?
Is it 4:30 already?
4:10. We have a new run today that we're going to be trying to run to get ready for the marathon. which is fascinating for two reasons. One is I just found out our old run was only 5 miles instead of 6. But this run is gonna be 7.3 miles.
So that's 2.3 than we're used to, more than we're used to. So that's still pretty good.
First we go across the Crosswalk of Death, along the Ohio River. And then we're gonna go across the Covington Bridge. Then we're gonna go across the Roebling Bridge, past Red Stadium. Then we're gonna be going through this art park to this giant tower. Then we're gonna be coming past across the Purple People Bridge, back across the Crosswalk of Death.
Please stop, never mind.
And finally arriving at home. Looking good in that uniform, I like that.
All right, let's go.
I think this is the first time everyone's running since the half marathon.
I'm going to the park. Yeah, it's really fun.
Normally on our 5-mile run, we go up those stairs and then go across that bridge up there. But today, we are starting our longer runs. So we are going this way, kind of like around a loop. It's an extra couple miles, and then we'll come back up the stairs from there.
Well, Eden's coming back. Kind of depressing because here we are feeling all good about ourselves, getting this far, and then she just passes you.
Good job, good job. Good job, good job.
Okay, we're at our turnaround point right here. This big, whatever this thing is. All right, yep, turn around. And going back that way.
Like right there where those cars are, that's where mile 25 begins of the marathon. So this is the final stretch coming back into the city. And when we're in that race, it's gonna be a completely different state of mind when we hit mile 25. Oh, it feels so good.
And so bad. We're back at the stairs now.
All right, please stop, thank you.
.2 miles took us, what is that, an hour and 30 minutes? Hour and a half. Our normal 5-mile run, now that we know it's actually 5 miles, not 6, takes us about an hour.
One of the things that's really important for me to figure out with this running thing is how to incorporate it into our lives so that we're not like dropping everything to just like run a marathon, which is like really just like one day. I mean, it's cool, but I don't think it's that cool. An hour and a half, 3 days a week feels doable to me. It feels like the exercise is good for us anyways. Like I love that amount of exercise. I mean, I almost wish it was spread out more evenly, like 30 minutes a day, but just to be able to do that and believe in that it makes our week better. And then like on one day to be able to run 6 or 7 hours, that feels a little bit of extreme, but
I feel like we need to up it a little bit, at least the last 2 weeks, like maybe 9 or 10 miles or something.
You say that now. We'll see. Tuesdays we do dinner at my parents' house, so we're heading over there.
So this next month, I think we're gonna be trying to show running a little bit more, just because it's a part of our life and a pretty big part of our life, and as we're ramping up for this marathon, so be expecting that kind of thing. Ooh, that smells good. What's for dinner?
Thank you. Today we have a turkey with the broccoli and the rolls and
Wow.
Some olives
And broccoli.
and broccoli and turkey.
I've never seen a dog go into a UPS truck.
hey, no more chicken.
Well, our street isn't really friendly for people to like stop their trucks and